Good morning, Lakeview Intermediate. Principal Heim with you live from the Lakeview office. I got my goofy glasses on because it's Wacky Wednesday. It's always a goofy day. I know our fifth graders are used to that. Fourth graders, you're getting used to it. Wacky Wednesday is the day we flip-flops from schedule stuff to make things work at our school. And so, yeah, it's Wacky Wednesday. So let's get to it. Wednesday, August 25th. Let's bring in Mrs. Frame. Good morning, Mrs. Frame.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Doing great. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, we've got some morning announcements starting with band dismissal. I understand some of you have your instruments. Most of you don't. And Miss Williams and Mr. Brown told me yesterday that it looks like by tomorrow afternoon, most everybody will have their instruments. And so as that starts to happen and you need to pick up an instrument from the band room, when the bell rings at 2:40, you may leave your 7th hour, band students, and go to the band room to get your instruments. If you're a walker, a car rider, or you hear your bus called, you're going to have to listen because you're going to be in the hallway, and you hear your bus called, then you may get your instrument and go straight to your ride. If you have not heard your bus called, and by now we kind of get a handle on which buses are early and which ones are later. So if you have not heard your bus called, you grab your instrument and you go back to 7th hour to wait for your bus to be called. We don't wander the halls or we don't go outside. Even if we think our bus is about to be here, straight to the band room and straight back out. So that's a new procedure for our band students. Also, band students, yesterday as we left the band room at passing period, we were making a lot of noise. I know there's a lot going on as you were leaving the band room and with instrument stuff, but please make sure as you step into that hallway, you're joining everyone else with the CHAMPS procedures. All right.
Can I add one more thing real quick?
Sure.
Okay. For students who are picking up their instruments at 2:40 and you know that your bus is here, you've heard it, or you're one of the first buses that are always called every single day, you're going to go out that the cafeteria door. So you're not going to go, if your bus is here, you're not going to go back to class and then go outside. You're going to go out that door that's closest to the band room, like if you were coming inside from recess. And that way you don't have to worry about going back to class and then going back outside.
That's a great reminder. Okay, T-shirt and light up band order forms. I had said those were due this Friday, but they're actually due September 8th. Mr. Hine made another mistake. Shocker. Those are due September 8th. But keep that in mind. If you want to get a T-shirt or light up band, that may likely be the last chance to order one. So get your orders in if you'd like one of those. Picture day is September 9th for any parents that are asking. I'm still looking for names. I've gotten some great suggestions for our Imagine Math iStation time on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Looking for a fun name just because I love it with student and teacher suggestions. So keep turning those into me. You can email them to me. If you see me in the hall, you can tell me. You can message me on Schoology. Either way, I love hearing your suggestions. Mrs. Frame, you had a couple quick handbook reminders, did you not?
Yes, just a couple off the top of my head, and then I might add some more on Friday. Something that we forgot to talk to all the pods about at our handbook meeting was that we cannot have gum at school. So chewing gum, we just can't have it. So for several different reasons, but one, if something happens, it slips out of our mouth, or if we weren't making a good choice, which I know none of you guys would do this, but just by some chance, we don't want it to fall on the carpet or be underneath the desk. Okay, we have new carpet in a lot of areas in our school, and we also have new student desks, and we want to be respectful of our school materials and take good care of those things. So if you get a piece of gum, that's something that we need to take home, and you can chew it when we get home. So we really shouldn't even be having it on the bus either. So if you get a piece of gum as a reward or something like that, you can open it up when you get home. So not in class, not in the cafeteria, not at recess. It needs to go home.
All right. Very good. Let's see. I think it's time for the Miller 5 shout out. Let's see who we've got today. Oh, Mrs. Frame, I've got a huge shout out. You know why it's so big?
Why?
Because this shout out is the entire pod of Pod 5.
Wow. What did they do?
Right here behind me, you got to do something awesome to get an entire pod shout out. And let me tell you what it is. I heard from Mr. Mosher, Mr. Randy, out at the playground, and he said, this is his words, this pod has been absolutely amazing. They always follow the rules and chance procedures. They are great examples of striving to be awesome students. How about that?
I love
love
hearing
that. So an awesome shout out, Pod 5, way to show. I mean, you're early in the year. I don't know what we're at now, day 10, day 9, whatever. And you are already impressing our staff that's been here a long time. So Pod 5, that is certainly worthy of the Miller 5 shout out. That's why you are today's Miller 5 shout out. Way to go, Pod 5. We're proud of you.
Great job.
All right. And let's see, next, I think it is time to bring in Mrs. Mann. Good morning, Mrs. Mann.
There, sorry, I was on mute. Good morning.
There you are. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome. So I understand you have something to share with us. I'm trying to get it on screen, or do you want to do it? What's easier?
You can go ahead, but before that, can I tell you what today's holiday is?
Oh, please. That gives me a chance to get this together while you do that. Go ahead.
Because I need to be on my game, because yesterday as I was going through classrooms, kids kept asking, what's today's holiday? And I didn't know. So for those of you who wanted to know, yesterday's holiday, it was a food holiday, and it was National Peach Pie Day.
Ooh, yum.
Today's holiday is another food holiday, and I'm really thinking we're going to have to make a run to Brahms.
Uh-oh.
Today's holiday is Banana Split Day.
Fantastic.
That sounds good.
So, I mean, you got some fruit, you've got some ice cream in there, some whip. I mean, it just sounds amazing. So,
And if you don't like bananas, you just say banana split without the bananas.
Exactly.
And then you're left with a sundae, which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. But for those of you who are looking ahead, because we won't have liftoff tomorrow, I'm going to tell you tomorrow too. Oh, it's such a sweet holiday. It's not a food holiday. Tomorrow is National Dog Day.
Oh,
No.
I got my goofy glasses for that.
There you go, in honor of dogs for tomorrow. But today, get you, I guess, your banana split.
I would like to say I planned that, but I did not. So awesome. Well, you have something else special to introduce, do you not?
I do.
All right. Let's get it on screen. Oh my goodness. What in the world is this, Mrs. Mann?
So last year, Miss Conklin and I, we did Admit 1, which was where we did little life lessons, little guidance things here on Liftoff, and then we had discussions and things in Schoology, and that was kind of our group with you guys. So this year, because we have a video game theme, we're doing pixelated pieces.
Ooh, I love it.
So we want you to level up with that, and we're going to talk a little bit about why we picked this name and the overall thing. So, Mr. Hine, could you move to the next slide?
Sure.
So everybody recognize this guy? This is Mario. You've seen him around the school all over the place, but for those of you who don't know, this is what Mario used to look like. He wasn't as cool as he is now. He's gone through some improvements, like we all do, learn new things. He's gotten better, but he's kind of blocky. And some of you might recognize this next slide. Do you all recognize this? I'm sure you do. And so this is a Minecraft block. I don't speak Minecraft, so if I get it wrong, please forgive me.
It's a block party. Remember my joke.
So this is a pixelated block. So you can see all the little bitty squares in there. So that's little bitty pieces, but when we put them all together, then we can see what it is. So let's look at the next slide. All right, so this one's a little fuzzy because I zoomed in, but I want you to see that there's little bitty blocks. And when we, like I said, when we look at it really close, there's this little just teeny tiny things. But when we put the whole picture together, then we see the next thing. This is just a piece.
Oh, wow.
Of the whole picture.
Wow.
So that's why we chose pixelated pieces, because Miss Conklin and I will be giving you little bitty pieces that fit together in the whole picture of how to cope, how to be a good friend, how to level up in different areas like we've been focusing on this year. Just those good life skills, how to talk to people, your tone matters, What do I do when I'm feeling overwhelmed? All of those things. We're giving you little pieces of that so that you can add them to your toolbox for your big picture.
That's fantastic. Very cool. Well, we definitely look forward to that. Last year, there were so many great reminders you gave us, tips. I even remember like the pieces about careers and all that, just so many great things that are helpful to our students and to our teachers. Kind of like the Miller 5. A lot of things you do are things that apply to adults too. In fact, they all are. I mean, it's very useful for everybody. So we look forward to that.
Yeah. And that's why I always say this is a lifelong lesson, because I need these lessons. I need these reminders. Sometimes you guys get reminders because it's things I need to remember. And so it's just good for all of us, like you said. So use those little pieces to form the giant picture. So.
I love it. All right. Well, that's great. We look forward. I love the name too. The name is super creative.
Thank you.
I know you all had to work hard figuring what we would call it this year with our theme. So I love it. All right. I'm trying. Well, what in the world is going on? I'm trying to get my screen to share again for our corny joke. Let's try it one more time here. Let's hope this works. There it is. Okay. Oh, got to get the hat. Are we ready for a corny joke?
Yes.
Yes. Laughter is excellent medicine.
Okay. So here we go. Corny joke for today. Carefully not kicking you out of the broadcast. Did it again. See? Paying attention. So our corny joke of the day. Are you ready, Lakeview? Here it is. What kind of doctor is Dr. Pepper? Oh, Mrs. Mann, I know you love Dr. Pepper. It's a favorite of yours and mine.
I do, but my brain's just not going today. I can't figure it out.
Well, Dr. Pepper happens to be a physician.
That one was funny. I mean.
That's good. And I also have to thank Mr. Rhodes. Did you hear my new? Mr. Rhodes provided me with a sound effect because we all groan. So thank you. Shout out to Mr. Rhodes and Pod 4 for providing me with an awesome corny joke sound effect to go with it. So a physician, that's a good
Love it.
Anyway. All right, Mrs. Mann. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to pixelated pieces with you and Miss Conklin. Have a great day.
Thank you, everybody. Make good choices today. Learn something new.
All right, Mrs. Frame, let's get ready for our pledges.
Okay, quietly stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all people. You may be seated for your moment of silence. During this time, you may reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity.
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Frame. Everybody, we are ready to go. And again, we will not have liftoff again until Friday. While we do miss seeing you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we love the fact that we're getting extra practice and leveling up in our math and reading skills. That's super important, whether you are a strong math student or strong reading student, or whether you have areas you're really working on and growing with. We all can level up and improve. Just like a video game, you can be at level 99, you can be at level 2. Either way, you can keep leveling up and making your skills even stronger. So I look forward to seeing everybody working hard on our Tuesdays and Thursday times. And let's have a great day. But we can't start it. We can't do any of it until we launch the day. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
We are
Lakeview.
We are not
average.
We will strive
for the Miller 5.
And whatever it takes, we will
grow.
3, 2, 1.
Liftoff. All right. We are on to our wonderful Wacky Wednesday. Have a great day, everybody.